talking about Trains on Fire once. I can't remember where I was coming back from, but it must have been...
Wrestling show?
No. For once.
No.
I think it was... what's the stop before London Victoria?
Bromley South.
Bromley South. I think I was shopping with some friends in Bromley South. And we were coming back, and the train was late.
Yeah.
And I've told a few people this, just because I love the way the tannoy came over. You know, obviously they have, like, set pieces of voice, and then they add it together. So it's like, the train now arriving at platform 1 is the 7, and it's that kind of... And it just went, this train has been delayed due to laissez-faire at Chatham. The train will arrive in 50 minutes.
What?
Yeah, that was it. That was all we got. There was no line-side fire. It was laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire.
So every time I hear about train fires, I just go laissez-faire at Chatham, and that the train will arrive in 50 minutes. I don't know how many 50 is. But it arrived about 30 minutes later.
It's the amount you're late to things.
Yeah.
50 is this unknown number. That's
how long I sit in cars.
I'm in the ether.
Talking about...
Why do you keep doing that, by the way?
Talking about tannoy thing, that reminds me of possibly one of my favourite experiences at a theme park.
Okay.
I was at Alton Towers, and there's a ride there.
Shout out to A-word, T-word.
Yeah.
Brat.
I don't know if you've been on it, but it's called Hex.
Yep,
Okay.
I know Hex.
Yep. It, to be honest, it's all this build up and telling the story of this big witch and all that.
It's the tree, isn't it?
And the tree and all that. And it's a big build up, and then it's just one of those crappy rides with the
It's a swing. Yeah,
it's a swing.
You swing left and right a little bit.
To be honest, you spend
and the
more
room rotates, so you feel like you're upside down, but you're not. Yeah, it's
you
really,
spend more time being built up about it.
Yeah.
But my friends absolutely hate the ride, but we always make a point that because this one guy hates it so much that we have to go on it, otherwise it's not a trip to Alton Town.
Yeah, totally.
So we went on it, and it was quite went through the usual build up. And we sat on the ride and we do our usual, having a laugh at how crap it is. But there was this bit, there must have been these other couple of people playing on phones at the moment. So we're sitting there and it's all big, over-the-top music.
Yeah, it's big
going, and right in the middle, the music cut dead and it went, "Can you stop playing with your phone, please?" But then the music cut back in, so it was, "Kid, stop playing your phone, please."
I had that once and it
was absolutely amazing.
I went on a road trip with my friend, I was going through a pretty sort of rough patch, and I think I just put on Facebook, who fancies going out somewhere. I had a day off work, like, because when my dad was still in the country, so I took over the job, and we just got in my car and we drove, and I headed towards kind of Ramsgate way. I was headed that way. I think there was an archery shop in Ramsgate that kind of was pulling me that way, so we pulled aside, and I sort of went into my history in that, and so we saw Roman fort at Reculver. And we'll check out Reculver. Right, and I had, I think...
Sounds sexy.
Yeah. I have my
right
iPhone,
in the Reculver.
iPhone plugged into the car, playing my music from that, and I had... I've always had like movie soundtracks on there, but I remember one of the ones I had on there was the King Arthur movie.
Okay.
The movie, I love the movie, a lot of people say it's not so great, but the actual music is just really good behind it. And as we drove into Reculver, one of the big battle scene musics hit. And Reculver is a very small little... just bigger than a hamlet, with nothing in it. Absolutely nothing going on.
Population 12.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the population was genuinely something about 50.
Yeah.
It's that small. There's a little visitor centre, there's some... When it says a Roman fort, it's not, it's a wall. And there's an old medieval church ruins there as well, which is quite fun to look at. But as we drove in, though, as this music hits, there's a guy digging the road, and he stops. As like the music, like dum 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 dum, and it stops as the guy puts his shovel to the floor. So like puts his hand on the end of the shovel, looks up at the horizon, and wipes his brow in the most dramatic thing I'd ever seen for absolutely nothing going on at all. But that's So definitely King Arthur and going for cover. He also came up with the catchphrase. Me and my friend Joe, his name is Joe. We went there. Where it's just. What happens in Reculver stays in Reculver. Nothing happens in Reculver.